Did you know that if you click this button here, do you know if you click that button at MovieTowne, there's a secret third level. So we know where the cinema is, we know where like e-nets and everything are, but if you click 2, you get to see this.
We're happy to be with you this morning, Prabhajan. I saw bits and pieces of your trip to DR all across TikTok. You're really, boots on the ground exploring.
It was a great time. I can't look. There's nothing else to say. It was a good time. I highly recommend that island. So I went to DR, and then I came back to Guyana for a couple of days, and I immediately went to Jamaica for a friend's wedding.
Okay.
So, I had a little bit of this, a little bit of that, came back, I had a whole palette of flavors. The VP said it a couple of days ago. It was on one of his clips, and he said, look, with the oil money that we get, we can't treat that as wealth. We have to treat it as revenue to build wealth. And that, like, when you get that in the context of going to see what places like the DR has built, they are like the leaders in the Caribbean, the secret leaders. Like, no one really I never understood it until I got there. They're the leaders in tourism in the Caribbean, right? Like, they have the highest, like, their GDP is higher than Brazil. It's crazy. Wow. To be fair, we had a Ministry of Tourism person driving us around, so you got to assume that our trip was curated somewhat. And for instance, just the other day, on Saturday, I went to Essequibo to go to Lake Mainstay. Not the resort, to the community, because they've just launched 2 cabins there that you could rent out. $25,000 a night. It's great.
Oh, just remind us of where we can find you on social media and how we can support your businesses.
Well, first thing, I'd like to say, just remind everybody this glorious Monday morning, put yourself out there, right? Your life changes once you start creating content and doing things that you actually enjoy. On YouTube, I've just crossed 1,000 subscribers.
You got 1,000.
Yeah, we got 1,000. We're monetized, baby.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but there's again, you just gotta put yourself out there and like set yourself ambitious targets. We're slowly growing, so that's great. So on YouTube, I'm Alex Power TV, I think it is. I'm on Instagram at Alexander.Power. TikTok at Alex W Power. I need to really clean this thing up.
You need some congruence.
Just search Alex Power. I'm somewhere there. Actually, I'm all over the internet. You can't miss me these days.
Okay.
And you can subscribe to my free daily business newsletter at GuyanaDailyBusiness.com. And I appreciate you all. Good morning. Welcome to today's vlog. We are on an adventure. I've got a meeting currently. We got to go to MovieTowne, to Starbucks up there. I got to drop some fruit. And there's actually a couple of things I want to show you around GT, around MovieTowne specifically, a little opportunity idea thing. On the last vlog, we went on an adventure to Essequibo. Today, it's going to be a lot less adventure-y. Today, we're getting our day-to-day business done. We got some money to make. We got to pay for this thing. All right, with that said, let's get moving. Did you know that if you click this button here, if you click that button at MovieTowne, there's a secret third level. So we know where the cinema is, we know where like e-nets and everything are, but if you click 2, you get to see this. At all the space. Amazing. So that is the embassy. It's like a pool hall thing. See down here. So actually part of last year, I had worked on a proposal to take that space there and make it into like an Irish pub, but my funding on it just never came through. But the advantage is, see how they've only built that little piece there? All of this is actually just like plasterboard. So the advantage is you can actually replace all the way up to the roof and then make it the theme of your store, and then you can see it from the bottom, and then you got all of this space up here, and then we could have had outside seating as well, and then gone into that corner there for like a smoking area. And we had actually gone really quite deep in the planning with the mall, but alas, not everything works out. So we got some sort of logistics like consulting there, the embassy there, and then some sort of new store there. There's a very cool space that I don't think many people know about. And one day I will come and do something up here, and I still want like a bar right there, because again, just being able to build your whole storefront to take up that entire wall. Let me show you from the next door. Like you could see it from, like looking up, you could see it from the ground. It's great. And you just take the elevators. So this is the ground floor where everyone else is. And you just click 2 and you come all the way up here. Hospitality is a tricky thing. I definitely don't want to ever do hospitality. So that's why I just never did it. But yeah, it would have cost maybe 150,000, like 30 million Guyana dollars to get it done properly, and everything just fell through, and the partner I was going to do it with fell through, so just the universe. What a morning. Don't look at that. Look at me. Look at the clean part of the apartment. Clean-ish part of the apartment. I am exhausted. You know, have you ever gone to like a meeting that lasts 2-3 hours and it's super productive? Like it wasn't one of those classic boardroom meetings where nothing was done. We're forming a consortium to just apply for consulting things from this government and other governments and just solve a bunch of problems and do good work. But Lord Almighty, is it exhausting. We're just planning our next steps. And don't worry, I'm gonna take you all on the journey with me as we start to develop like the cool products and the cool projects that we're gonna start doing. And it's like the first one, I don't wanna give away too much. The first one is gonna start soon. And don't worry, you'll be in the thick of it. I promise. Whew. But until then, I came upstairs for a quick moment of peace. I'm gonna go downstairs. So if you didn't know, my building, Atlantic Towers, has a cafe downstairs. And now it's a JV between the building's management. Come on, AC. It's a JV between the building's management and Java Cafe in Georgetown. Classic Georgetown. Gorgeous. Gorgeous day. It's been kind of rainy here, so to be able to see everything cleared up, blue skies like this, so nice. Cafe downstairs of the building is a JV. It's run by Java, so it kind of takes the liability off of the management of the apartment building. But they want to strategize and figure out the best way to do this cost effectively and profitably. So they've asked me to help, and I'll do a video. I don't really know what a video is really going to help with. I don't know. I'm going to help market the building and maybe come up with strategy on how we can make the cafe better and profitable for Java so that we can all get the amenity rolling. Gorgeous. Gorgeous Georgetown. Whew. All right, let's turn this AC blasted up. Give it 5 minutes. I'm gonna have a little quick sit down and then we'll go downstairs and see what they want to do. And whether they like it or not, we're going to document it because it's part of the journey. Norman called, so let's see what he wants. You called me a minute ago. What do you mean? Ringing out. I'm literally returning your call a minute ago. Do you ever get that? All right, I've been summoned. I could not have too much of a nap. Let's see how I could help them do this cafe, if I can. I don't know. I really don't like giving ideas on the spot. I like to listen and then go back and ponder, maybe nap, sleep on it a couple of nights, write some notes. I am not sure how I'm going to be able to help this. But it's gonna be cool. So the building I live in, Atlantic Towers, I've got the cafe, like I said, and I'll go do a walkthrough of it just now. I'm gonna try and shoot an ad tonight, and I'll walk you guys through it, and you'll be part of it. But they're gonna do like a weekly social, I think the contract is. So just try and like a building social, get people to know each other, blah blah blah. And I look horrendous. You could see I did not sleep very well last night. I slept like 5-hour stops. So I'm gonna take a little nappity nap, and then we're gonna continue to conquer the day. I have so much admin work to do. I don't even know if I could nap right now. Okay, let me get my laptop up and see what we could do. So guys, you reach me now at about 11:55 at night. I'm doing the end of some reports for 1-1 projects I'm doing. And I really gotta like have a little conversation about like, sometimes, you know, like it feels like I have everything sorted out and I know the next step of the next step of the next step. I wanted to kind of like reassure you that, hey, I'm also figuring this thing out as I go. It's not just you. So in particular, what I want to bounce an idea off of you is I've got this project, Nutrition Guyana, right? We've got all this product in town and I really need to turn this product over. I need to sell it, right? And then the question is like, I only have so much energy and so much time in any given day. Do I focus it all on establishing new stores which add new risk, right? I've got a couple other gyms that might be interested. But at the same time, I don't have that much stock, right? I should be able to sell through all of this stock just at Space Gym, and Space Gym is a beautiful, brilliant partner already. So begs the question of like, what do I do? You know, I've got a shelf built already that was supposed to go to a gym in town. Do I deliver it? So here, like the thinking is, right, if I set up a new gym, it's a new set of customers, but it's a very small gym. It only has like 300 members. That's what he said. So assume like 200. So the question then becomes, do I do that and have all that implied risk more products deployed at more store, like at another store? Or do I set up the shelf here and then do lots of content here and do do lots of lives? Because that way I could reach more customers. Actually, that might be it. I might set it up here and then do lives and direct customers online and then direct customers to I want to reach the most amount of customers, right? I already have a great partner in space. Maybe I should put the shelf here instead of putting the shelf there. For now, you can tell this is a bro house. So I've currently got this. It's a display of my ABE cans. I definitely need to sell these things. So I'm thinking maybe a big product shelf will go there, and then I could set up a camera here and then do lives in the evenings and sell product through that way. And then maybe do informative stuff. Because there's this guy I follow online on TikTok, and that's what he does, right? He's got a shelf set up in his house, and that's how he sells his products. And he'll just be on live every single afternoon, just answering questions and building content and stuff. So maybe that's what I gotta do. I don't know. What do you think? I'd really like your opinion on this. Do I set up another store? So here's the pros and cons. If I set up this shelf in another gym, the pros are we have a second physical location, and then with new customers and new partners. The cons are he only, there's only 300 members, so the amount of people that'll ever see that is 300 people. But on TikTok and on Instagram, and so I could reach thousands. The pro is it's a physical location and they'll handle the sales, but then the con is, again, the risk of not having products sell through. The pro is it's in physical location, and Guyanese, I don't know if you know this, but in Guyana, online isn't really a thing, so having more locations is good. But at the same time, I really want to do online and force that. So maybe this will be my catalyst to change to get Zippies going. Let me know what you think. This vlog has turned into a little bit of a chaos because I did my radio and then I delivered fruit and then I showed you around MovieTowne and I had a couple meetings and I had a meeting downstairs and met with the Java people, and now it's midnight. I've written the daily newsletter and now it's midnight and I'm just sitting here pondering what's the best move. We are the first that I know of proper online brand in Guyana that you could order things online and get it delivered to you. I think I do need to consolidate all of that out. So I think this is gonna be the move. I hope you find this vlog interesting because it's not all action and adventure and speedboats, and there will be speedboats. We're going wakeboarding later in the week in Berbice, and I'm gonna go check out a friend's farm on the weekend. And we've got we'll go to Kaitour at some point in the next 10 days. We've got a lot of things moving. You're not watching a documentary about Guyana. This is a window into the madness of what's going on here and what it takes to try and make it in this country. And we're to say that I have nothing would be an insult to the people who actually have nothing. I'm the last one of my family here, right? My father's in Barbados. He's more or less retired. My mom and my stepdad and everyone has already left ages ago. So I'm trying to reestablish myself with very little resource, and I've done well so far, right? This whole social media thing I've leveraged into a position where I can get a lot more, I've leveraged lots of opportunities, which is super exciting. So not every vlog is going to be this super exciting, jumping out of a plane, scuba diving, playing with sharks. Sometimes you're going to have to deal with my madness and rambling as we try and decide what the next best move is, as we trying to make an empire from nothing. We crossed 1,000 subscribers the other day. Not the other day, yesterday. And let me pull this bad boy up. Somehow, some way, you guys really liked the Lake Mainstay one. We're at 7,300 views. We're this is at risk of being my most popular video so far, and I love you guys for it. I wasn't even a fan of the way my editor did it, and not that I'm not a fan. Ronald, don't hate me on this. I was super tired when I watched it, and I just thought, maybe not the best we've ever done, but fine, let's put it up. Turns out I'm wrong, and I love being wrong because it's an opportunity to learn, and you guys love it, and we're doing super well on it, and I'm very excited about it. So great. I'm rambling now. What I'm trying to say is we crossed 1,000 subscribers yesterday, which was our goal for the month, right? We got there in 22 days instead of 30, and that means that we can apply to get monetized now, and that means that. So don't worry, editor Ronald is getting paid anyway. But this allows us to generate the opportunity to do so much more if we have actual revenue coming in. Very fortunately, I'm making money from other things. So every single dollar that comes in from YouTube, from you guys, will get directly reinvested, and we're gonna do cool things. So Yesterday we crossed 1,000 subscribers. We're at 1,137. We piled on 137 in the last 24 hours. 13%. Madness, crazy. It makes me cry sometimes, like teary-eyed. Anyway, I have no idea what this vlog is gonna be like. Ronald, the onus is on you. This is the challenge of your life. Make this thing interesting. Okay, all right, guys. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and joining me on the journey. I truly appreciate it. I love every single one of you. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.